and we're just about all set for the first. Win pool is over $214,000, and Madam Bligh is the very warm favourite at $2.80. They're all set to jump. Fillies stand well. Gates open. Peep of Day out wide. Buenos Aires jumped away quickly and smartly out. Also would have been Evangeline heading up towards the lead. And on settling down, Evangeline very wide out's going to lead, with Live On going through to join it. And Peep of Day now pushing up to be second. Buenos Aires fourth. Madam Bligh on the outside, beautifully positioned in fifth position. A length to Mogadonna from Dawn Grace. Getting back Carnation, and 3 lengths away to Baron Joey Joy as they race to the 700 metres mark, and Evangeline leads the way. It's Evangeline in front of Peep of Day, and Madam Bligh's quickly straight up 3 wide. Mogadonna 4 deep coming with a run. A length away Buenos Aires, Live on the fence, and out wide on the track going forward Dawn Grace. Carnation under pressure, and 3 lengths away Baron Joey Joy as they wheel the bend. Madam Bligh away from the fence hit the lead, with Mogadonna quickly challenging at the foot of the rise. 2 or 3 to Peep of Day. On the outside Dawn Grace in the blue, then Buenos Aires and Carnation coming down the centre of the track. On top of the rise, Mogadonna on the outside travelling better than Madam Bligh. It surged to the front. 3 lengths away Carnation, Live On, Dawn Grace the centre, but Quinn went for home, pins the ears back, and Mogadonna shot away. Mogadonna 3 lengths in front of Madam Bligh, Carnation, and Mogadonna coasts home and wins easily. Mogadonna 3 lengths to Madam Bligh, Carnation third from Dawn Grace and Live On. Buenos Aires next from Baron Joey Joy, then Evangeline, and Peep of Day last. Mogadonna too good, trained by John Hawkes, ridden by Rod Quinn, $5.20 and $1.90 for Madam Bligh. Len Beasley at $1.30 and Carnation. From second last on the turn, $1.70, ridden by Brad Pengelly, 1-2-4 confirmed. She scored a very good win last time out, Mogadonna, at Canterbury Park. Her only stain in her form was at Canterbury when she had a problem when she finished last behind Glimmers. Her first up win had been very good, so she's had 4 runs now, 3 wins. And she's raced away to win very, very easily. A 2-year-old bay filly by Quest for Fame out of Agniant, raced by the Woodlands Group and trained by John Hawkes and ridden by Rod Quinn. Madam Bligh second. She settled in a good spot but rushed up about 3 and 4 deep coming.
Pure Marie. Almost set now. Race 1 at Caulfield. The first event about to get underway. Mosstrooper hurdle, 3,000 metres. Let's take you to Greg Miles.
Gates are back and they're on their way now, and Leading Bounty was one of the first to bounce out from Zigzag. Rigmarole jumped okay, holding a prominent place down to the inside when they meet the first of 10 hurdles. He's got over it pretty well, and it's Zigzag, a narrow leader from Rigmarole, going up to join him on the rail. Leading Bounty is third from Desiree, Relax with Max, Wonder Noble Ben Barra, and about 4 lengths last of all is Ocean Law as they leap the second hurdle in the race and come to the turn the first time. And Rigmarole goes through on the rail and takes up the running and leads Zigzag by about a length and a half. Then Leading Bounty third over on the outside from Noble Ben Barra. Desiree is racing 3 deep at the top of the straight, followed by Relax with Max, and Ocean Law is last of all. They come around the turn now for the double down the straight, and the leader is Rigmarole. He's travelling out nicely in front. He comes towards this jump, a length in front of Desiree. Oh, he's gone! Rigmarole fell. Zigzag went over the top. Couldn't avoid him. Rigmarole fell. Zigzag went over the top, and Noble Ben Barra was interfered with too. Back to the tail end of the field as they come to the next. Desiree is left in front now by a length to Leading Bounty second. Then follows Relax with Max from Noble Ben Barra at Ocean Law. Now Zigzag's rider is okay, but the horse badly injured, and Rigmarole, the rider is okay there. The horse still on the track on the landing area over that jump, which will be the last of the next circuit. They take this leap, and the leader now is Leading Bounty, taking over the running by 2 lengths to Desiree. In third, placing a length and a half away, Relax with Max, followed by Noble Ben Barra fourth. And last of all now is Ocean Law. Leading Bounty. Oh, gee, he took off early at that one and nearly unseated the rider. He's had to gather his irons again, and it's Leading Bounty. Now by 2, Relax with Max, and a neck to Desiree third on the outside. Ocean Law next, and Noble Ben Barra last of the 5 remaining. Leading Bounty putting in a better leap at that one. And they don't have another hurdle for a little while now, till near the 800 metre mark as they go past the 12. And Leading Bounty is the leader. Now Rigmarole still on the track near the 200 metre mark as the field makes its way out towards the 1,000. Leading Bounty leads. Desiree is second. Third on the inside, Relax with Max, and 1 then 2 on the outside of those is Noble Ben Barra with Ocean Law last of all. They've completed a circuit now. Back onto the railway side they go, near the 800 metres with the third last one about to loom up. And Leading Bounty is the leader. It's Leading Bounty in front of Desiree. And Noble Ben Barra on the outside improving, followed by Ocean Law and Relax with Max at the 600-metre mark now. And they're coming up towards the next hurdle. That's the second last one. Leading Bounty in front. He's a length and a half to Noble Ben Barra. Desiree's hard ridden from Ocean Law and Relax with Max. They're coming towards the last jump. There are witches' hats out. They'll have to swing wide. Riders, you'll have to come wide at the last jump. There's a horse still down there as they come around the home turn now. It's Leading Bounty into the straight, the leader. Leading Bounty with Noble Ben Barra in the red colours coming after it. They've come wide. It's Leading Bounty coming towards the last jump. At it over it, he goes in front of Noble Ben Barra. Ocean Law third, but he didn't jump it well. Leading Bounty's clear with 100 metres to go. Holds Noble Ben Barra in second placing, and Leading Bounty takes out the Mosstrooper. Leading Bounty wins it 2 lengths to Noble Ben Barra. Good go for third. Ocean Law or Relax with Max on the inside, and Desiree last of the 5 that completed the race.
OK, Leading Bounty at $8.10 and $2.90. 4 Noble Ben Barra at $2.10 and a photo for third. And the favourite falling there, Rigmarole. We'll have more about that in a moment. Right, Leading Bounty at $8.10, the winner there.
Good battle for the lead. Going fast in the early stages was Lady Roseland. Outside of it, Angel Dust. They were followed just behind them by South Neptune alone, and then Jitter working through them from Spice Doll. Then further back to Sporting Regent, Kim Spice is going through on the inside of that horse. There's another one with those two, Pinot now. Then further back came Mysteria. In turn, Southern Flag, followed by Sheer Instinct, and last of all is Arkamin as they come towards the home turn. It's right on here as they go to the 500. Angel Dust leads from in second placing South Neptune. Kim Spice is striding up nicely to third. Over on the inside, Lady Roseland. Jitter niggled at from alone, and wider out then came Pinot now, and then Mysteria running up behind those in the straight, and the leader Angel Dust. From now on the outside, South Neptune, Kim Spice, and Jitter's under the whip. Wider out Pinot now running on only fairly. In the battle too for the placings, Mysteria is starting to wind up with them, but over on the inside, Kim Spice the leader. Mysteria's coming at it. Kim Spice, Mysteria, Kim Spice Spice Doll the inside, and on the outside Mysteria, and Spice Doll has won it from Mysteria. Third not sure, Pinot now ran on. Kim Spice, the other one was there with it, then Jitter. Down the outside was Southern Flag, followed in that division by Sporting Regent, and then came back behind those Arkamin, followed then by South Neptune alone. Lady Roseland and Angel Dust showed great speed but weakened, and Sheer Instinct was about the last one in. Kim Spice, calling it Kim.
Flew out, the favourite going to the front. 2 lengths to Princess on Parade inside of Cosmic Copy. 3 lengths to Strolling Home and Captain Dash. He's got no speed. He's 6 lengths away from Idaho's Choice, who just leads from Manisha. And the leaders have turned on the speed. They've raced away 3 or 4 lengths on Cosmic Copy. Princess on Parade, the fence. 3 lengths to Captain Dash. At least 7 lengths away from the leader. And 3 lengths to Strolling Home. Coming to the bend, 500 metres out. And Idaho's Choice led clearly by 2 lengths on Manisha, cruising along in second. 3 lengths to Princess on Parade, Cosmic Copy. Captain Dash now eased to the outside, about to put in a run. In the home stretch, Idaho's Choice the leader. Manisha yet to be called upon's moved up on the outside. Princess on Parade behind those from Cosmic Copy, and Captain Dash now letting down with a run. He's had to pull the whip on Manisha. Captain Dash is looming up dangerously. Manisha in front, 100 out. Captain Dash trying hard to level up. Manisha's finding plenty under extreme pressure. She's very game, Manisha. She's in front, and Manisha too good. A gutsy performance. Wins a half length to Captain Dash. Cosmic Copy third. Princess on Parade, Idaho's Choice, and Strolling Home a good first up run. He was last of all. Very.
But Rod's going to help us probably with Brian Parks Mount, the bookmaker, race 2, number 6. So what he likes, and it's one of the favourites at $2.80. So move in at Caulfield, $3 Brave Chief, $6.60 Kana Square, Diabolical $7.10, $2.80 the bookmaker, New Kingston 18 and Chenwood $20 as they move in for race number 2. Now, Kilmarnock in the third race at the coast at $1.40. It's the only one they want. Early Surfers at 10, out on 31, Top Coronation 32, down to number 10, Char Biscuit $14. And then we have number 11, Speck of Light 38 and Czar Gent at $8.50 in from 17. That's for race number 3 at the coast. 1, 2 and 12 are the trifecta selections from Steve Hawkins. Now, Caulfield race number 2, the textile handicap. This race over 2,000 metres is Greg Miles.
Punters have really sorted it out as a match in 2. There's the bookmaker going into the line now. He'll probably lead. Strange Addiction can go fast, might give him a little bit of carry early. And the only one in the market outside of those, Carter Square and Diabolical, around the 6-1 mark, the pair of them. The bookmaker is going to be the last to move in. Just the 7 runners here over 2,000 metres. Now the bookmaker linked in, and the field is ready now for the second. Diabolical on the inside. Off they go. Diabolical jump well next to Carter Square. Brave Chief began quickly looking for the lead. Chenwood eases back. Strange Addiction goes forward with the bookmaker on his outside as they settle down. Brave Chief eventually working to the lead, and he settles down a length and a half. Strange Addiction is second. Third placing Diabolical on the inside of the bookmaker. Carter Square is trying to push up between the two, keeps the bookmaker working early with a couple of lengths to Chenwood and New Kingston last of all. Brave Chief controls it out in front by a length and a quarter. Strange Addiction second by the 1400. Diabolical is third. Then Carter Square with the bookmaker still travelling 3 deep. 2 lengths to Chenwood and a length and a half or 2 to New Kingston. Brave Chief is leading up on top of the hill near the 1200 metre mark. He's a length in front. Strange Addiction second. Diabolical third on the inside. Then the bookmaker a length to Carter Square, 2 to Chenwood and a length to New Kingston. Brave Chief allowed to dictate the terms of the race. 1100 to go. He's a length and a half clear. Strange Addiction is running second with a length and a quarter. The bookmaker now third outside Diabolical. 1 Carter Square, 2 Chenwood and a length away last of all is New Kingston. Onto the railway side now near the 900 and Brave Chief by a length. Strange Addiction second. 2 lengths to bookmaker third outside Diabolical. 1.5 further back Chenwood. Carter Square under pressure and New Kingston on the rail. Brave Chief led Strange Addiction at the 650 metre mark. A length and a half away the bookmaker. Just niggled out a little in third and Diabolical hard ridden fourth on the inside with a gap to Chenwood, New Kingston. Carter Square dropped out last. Brave Chief leads coming around the home turn. He's kicked out by a length and a half. Brave Chief over Strange Addiction. The bookmaker under a lot of pressure third, and then came Diabolical. But Brave Chief travels well round the turn. Ledger pulled the whip. He's out by 2 lengths now to Strange Addiction and 2 lengths to bookmaker, followed by Diabolical and then New Kingston. Brave Chief inside the 200 metre mark. 3 lengths clear from Strange Addiction and the bookmaker. The Greys are trying hard. Brave Chief, he's kept going with 50 metres to go. He's 2 lengths clear. Getting tired, but he's got a good margin. And Brave Chief takes it out 2 lengths. Brave Chief beats Strange Addiction and the bookmaker. Then came Diabolical, Chenwood, New Kingston, and Carter Square was a bad last. Number 1, the winner. Number 1, Brave Chief. Taking it out, beating Strange Addiction and the bookmaker 1, 2 and 6. Adrian Ledger allowed to dictate the terms of the race. He went comfortably through the first part and slowly wound it up, and he's been too good. Strange Addiction was second all of the way, and the bookmaker, after racing a little wide in the early stages, in third place. He was one of the first under pressure, though, the bookmaker. He was really struggling to go with them, and Brave Chief has just been too good. He's a real little try, this guy. He's a very good horse in this sort of grade.
See some action in the tune-up with Twix handicap. The lights on. And they've jumped away. 1 or 2 of them a bit slow to begin. Fighting Force in particular, and also Tarlan. Favelli was one of the best away. Release has begun quickly. Lacaille out wide. Going up between horses, Major Domo, and over on the inside of those, making some headway through them, was Typecast. There's another one going up in advance of Typecast now. It's Quick and Easy. Further back behind those then came Buffalo Power, right on the speed and travelling up. Further back, Major Domo shuffled back a little. Tarlan the inside, and over on the outside was Randwick. 2 lengths further back, Fighting Force, and they were followed further back by Danish Harmony, who's a long way off them, and a length away last of all was Work and Turn, and they turn now. Coming down to the 400 metre mark, and Release about 3 away from the rail is the leader. Over on the inside, pushing through, Quick and Easy to join it, and they were followed by Buffalo Power, called upon and running on. Further back behind those then, Favelli out wide. Under pressure behind them, Typecast, but Release is travelling. Buffalo Power still 2 lengths away. It's all Release with the big weight of 58. It's travelling pretty well, showing no signs of stopping. A few are coming with a rush out wide, in particular Work and Turn, but it's Release. Release narrowly from Work and Turn, not sure about third. Danish Harmony flew out wide, Randwick inside of it. Inside of those two again, Buffalo Power, who is close up, and so was Favelli. It wasn't a bad run today. Further back then, Lacaille. They were followed then by Back in Turn to Typecast, and then came over on the inside Quick and Easy, which showed some early dash. Well back in the field, Tarlan, and then came Major Domo, and one of the last ones in was Fighting Force. The weight just started to peg him back, getting...
Progress on the inside is speeding through. Not too far away is Secular. Masonry on the inside. They were followed just off those by French Medallion, and 2 lengths away last of all is Bonza King. On settling, and Progress on the inside of Latrice goes through to share the lead. Bravada a length away third, 2 lengths Masonry inside, and pushing through now into a good position to be just off the speed. They were followed behind those by Manitoba, 2 lengths to Grand Success, Secular, French Medallion and Bonza King. Coming to the bend, 600 metres out, and Progress travelling comfortably. The fence just leads Latrice. Bravada comes out 3 deep. Fitzgerald about to put him into the fray. 2 lengths away to Masonry. He'll have the shot at the leaders as they turn the bend. They were followed further back by Secular and French Medallion in the straight. Latrice on the outside of Progress. Progress travelling a little bit the better. Bravada the grey letting down with a strong runner. Now Masonry starting to wind up. Secular's on the outside. It's Progress in front of Bravada at the 200. Masonry flat to the boards chasing. Progress. Quinn is confident. He's about a long neck in front. Now Masonry starts to level up. Masonry with the momentum up. Group 1 Gav's back in town with a big win. Masonry comes away and wins by just on a length to Bravada. Progress a nose away third, but it's tight second and third. They were followed next of all by Matoba. Further back in the field, Latrice, Grand Success, Bonza King, French Medallion, and Secular was last home. Group 1 Gabonese.
Side As You Do is a little slow. Stranger began very fast and leads. Gotham Ruler, Kilradry pushing up, and Natazi Orange Cap is going through on the rails as they settle down now. They're followed then by going through on the inside behind those horses is Showmanship. As they settle, Natazi on the rail leads Gotham Ruler, 2 lengths Kilradry. Being followed then by Showmanship on the inside, and Stranger is out 3 wide there, 1 to Seton Hall, and they're followed by As You Do on the outside of Command Line in the all-white. Natazi leads Gotham Ruler at the 600 metres, a length to Stranger third, and then Kilradry. Seton Hall on the outside of him, followed by As You Do, Showmanship, and Command Line ridden along at the tail of the field. At the 400, Natazi, the leader from Gotham Ruler. Then came Stranger under pressure, and Seton Hall 4 wide coming into it as they corner, followed by As You Do. Natazi leads around the home turn, kicked out 2 to Gotham Ruler. Seton Hall under the whip coming home with Stranger on his inside, and As You Do's coming through the grey near the inside. It's Natazi from As You Do with 100 metres to go. Seton Hall wider out with Stranger. Natazi, As You Do are fighting it out now. As You Do is going home the better. As You Do wins it. Photo for the Miners. Natazi on the inside, Seton Hall and Stranger out wider, and they were clear of Gotham Ruler, Command Line, followed by Showmanship, and Kilradry dropped out a bad last. Number 9, the winner, As You Do, ridden by...
Coxmore back on the inside of Grand Scenic from Star Pro Daybreak Treat, and over the wall is last of all as they clear the home straight now and race into the vicinity of the 2,000 metre mark, and it's one of the bolters. Military Orbit showing the way. Out about 2.5 to Voodoo Sunset outside of Stacey Jones, getting a nice run third the inside from Stylish King, who's moved up and around Broadway Lad. Back on the inside, Coxmore has settled beautifully. They were followed by Grand Scenic, 2.5 to Star Pro, a half the inside over the wall, and 1.5 last of all Daybreak Treat. Racing inside the 1800, and Military Orbit wants to go. Wayne Curvid tried to hold him back, but it's Military Orbit by about 3 lengths. 2 in second placing Voodoo Sunset, third Stacey Jones, and a neck away fourth the outside Stylish King at the mile, or 1600, and they were followed then by Broadway Lad. Next Coxmore, 2 lengths away to Grand Scenic, 3 away behind them Star Pro outside of Over the Wall, and 1.5 still ridden quietly Daybreak Treat. So they move along the far side by the 1400. Military Orbit by 3. Second Voodoo Sunset. Third over on the outside with it was Broadway Lad, the veteran. He's gone to second now. Voodoo Sunset back to third. Fourth at this point was Stylish King as they go to the 1200 metre turn. Coxmore's off from the rail behind them, moves up around Stacey Jones. They're a couple in advance of Grand Scenic, starting to tack up with those, and then came on the inside with her was Over the Wall. Star Pro next, and Daybreak Treat is now last of all, but they have bunched up a little. Military Orbit on the side, races down to the 850, only a length and a quarter in front. Second placing Broadway Lad, Stylish King about to go to third outside of Voodoo Sunset. Coxmore outside of Stacey Jones, and then pushing through on the inside Over the Wall. There's plenty of room for it. Star Pro wider out from Grand Scenic, and Daybreak Treat runs up behind them, but the leader's clicked up again. Military Orbit, he's got his second win at the 600. He cleared out 3 in front of Voodoo Sunset. Over on the outside Stylish King, Stacey Jones is now into the clear, and so is Coxmore, and Star Pro rounding them up. The grey is wider still. Military Orbit turns for home. A couple away, 3 away from the rail. Stacey Jones and Coxmore are in full flight. Voodoo Sunset next, and then Star Pro. Grand Scenic late on the scene. Coxmore and Stacey Jones go to the front together. Daybreak Treat's getting a run up on the inside, and wider out was Star Pro and Grand Scenic. Daybreak Treat got through on the inside of Stacey Jones, Grand Scenic and Coxmore. Daybreak Treat in front, getting close to home, and Daybreak Treat wins it. Second placing Stacey Jones, third Coxmore, fourth is nearly a dead heat, Grand Scenic or Star Pro. There are a dozen lengths in front of the others. Military Orbit, Stylish King, followed by Voodoo Sunset. Further back then over the wall, and last in was the old-timer, the 11-year-old Broadway lad. Number 8, Daybreak Treat first.
1,400 metres. Amareb's moved in. Ed Mandy, Hula Hoop and Sue Seeker stood up well. Started to the top rung of the ladder, picks up the button, ready. Go and they're racing. Bargain near the inside was fast away. Sporting Colours, Hula Hoop, King of Acapulco and Cedar Rapids all jump quickly. Sporting Colours will lead the way on settling from Bargain. King of Acapulco pulling his way through in the centre to share the lead now as Cedar Rapids improves. Bargain settles fourth defence now, going up over and above. 2 lengths to Hula Hoop. Leg spin the inside from Ed Mandy. Amareb 2 lengths to Sue Seeker and Machu Picchu at the tail. Coming down the side, short of 1,000 to run. Sporting Colours with his ears pricked. Led by just over a length on Cedar Rapids and King of Acapulco at his flanks the outside. Over and above 3 out in fourth position. 2 lengths to Bargain Amareb and moving up Ed Mandy with the blue cap. 2 lengths to Hula Hoop, leg spin. Third last the inside from Sue Seeker and Machu Picchu 3 lengths away at the tail of the field. They're starting to become a little bit more compact. 600 metres out. Cedar Rapids in front of Sporting Colours. King of Acapulco 3 out. Over and above 4 out. A length to Bargain inside of Amareb. Ed Mandy between runners. Hula Hoop comes to the outside from Sue Seeker. Leg spins bailed away on the fence with nowhere to go on top of the rise. And King of Acapulco would hit the lead from Sporting Colours. Bargain the inside, starting to get a run and come home well. Joining in on the outside also and running on well as Ed Mandy from Hula Hoop. King of Acapulco headed by Bargain. Leg spins getting the inside run and starting to roar home. Leg spins after King of Acapulco and Bargain. Leg spin finishing the best. Hits the lead and leg spin gets up to win. Great ride. Got him there to win from Bargain and King of Acapulco. Hula Hoop next from Ed Mandy. Over and above Sue Seeker, Sporting Colours, Amareb, Cedar Rapids and Machu Picchu last in.
Quick dash of 1,000 metres. All clears through. Off. Palace Glow began well with Piavonic and out quickly as Queen Kahuna in the early stages. Mad Dam and Compulsion drop out early. Queen Kahuna serves it up at the 800 metres and leads from Palace Glow's second. Emotional Success getting up on the inside with Matabili Queen. Satirical Miss not far off the pace early. Easing back there, Piavonic followed by Darling Clementine. Compulsion on the inside and 4 to Mad Dam. 500 a run now. Queen Kahuna ahead. Emotional Success with the rail. Palace Glow 3 deep and third on the outside, and then Satirical Miss. Matabili Queen back on the inside. Piavonic coming around them, followed by Darling Clementine and Compulsion and Mad Dam. Queen Kahuna leads around the turn. Emotional Success on the rail. Couple of lengths, Matabili Queen. Running on now is Piavonic coming down the outside. Piavonic after these 2 leaders, Queen Kahuna and Emotional Success, but Piavonic has swept past them. 100 to go. Race 4 lengths clear and is bolting away with it. And Piavonic draws on to win, eased up by about 4. What a go the minors. Either Mad Dam or Compulsion, who's run on well. Palace Glow missing the place, and just behind it Queen Kahuna and Emotional Success, followed by Matabili Queen, and dropping out of it Satirical Miss at the tail in company with Darling Clementine. Well, she's walked in number 8, Piavonic.
3 wide. Back on the inside was Harcourt, covered by the favourite In Peril. They were followed by Buckle Down, then Fairway Game, and next over on the inside Anterior and 3/4 last of all is Balanka. A new leader, Rainbow Tie, took over onto the 1,200 metre turn to lead by a length and a half. Getting a bit closer, Admired Second has enjoyed a good run, so has My Golden Bracelet. 1 length away In Peril, travelling up, has also had a very good run in transit to this point, followed by Harcourt. Buckle Down, Fairway Game, Anterior and Balanka is last, and I would suppose about 7 or 8 lengths off the leader. As they race down in the vicinity of the 850 metre mark, Rainbow Tie is being just cuddled in front. It travels sweetly, a length and a half again to Admired. A similar margin then came My Golden Bracelet. A neck the outside was In Peril, being shaken up and starting to respond, followed by Buckle Down, Fairway Game, Harcourt the inside, Balanka, and last with it on the inside Anterior. But now there's only about 4.5 lengths first to last. They have bunched up and Rainbow Tie will lead them for home. Races down with about 460 to travel. From on the outside, Admire having a crack at it. In Peril joins in 3 deep, and they were followed by My Golden Bracelet now under the whip, and then Balenka outside of Buckle Down. They seem to brush from Harcourt, but it's still Rainbow Tie from Admired. In Peril's taking all day to get to them, but is now starting to respond. My Golden Bracelet trying to get a run between them. Got cut out. In Peril went to the front. Balenka late down the outside, and Harcourt getting through late. It's still In Peril and Harcourt. Harcourt comes at In Peril. The favourite's fallen in. The favourite In Peril has got there just from Harcourt and My Golden Bracelet, the luckless runner of the race. Out wide of Balenka, then came Buckle Down. They were followed then by Admired, Rainbow Tie Anterior, and the last one in was Fairway Game.
Yeah, nice win there, and it's a...
Match. Liana moving, and there's another one inside of it. Could be Samoa. Now they settle better. They're racing. A little slow to go, Suami, and Centair went back after the start. Away very quickly now, Suami, mustering speed going to the front. Silence is goal. What Fun 4 out, and Faith in the Green settling in 4th. A length away is Samoa on the outside of Liana, Fast Love, and last of all is Centair. Sorting themselves out, in the regally bred Silence is Goal, taken to the front by Robinson, led by a length on What Fun, going to a clear second. Tsunami on the back of the speed third. Faith outside Liana, who's a further 3/4 away from Samoa, Fast Love. And Centair last of all as they wheel down the side, 1,000 out. Silence is Goal, bowls along 3/4 on What Fun, certainly close enough if good enough in the run. A length away is Suami inside of Faith from Liana, who's 5th the rail. A length to Samoa from Fast Love, and Centair whip them in as they come up to the crossing at the 850. Over that crossing, Silence is Gold in charge, rated well by Robbo, led a half on What Fun, poised to strike. A length away, Tsunami needing a run. There goes Centair around the outside with a lightning move, and Faith going up quickly. So Suami's been shuffled back to 5th on the inside of Samoa. Between them, Liana, and 3 lengths to Fast Love. Coming towards the bend, Silence is Gold in front of What Fun. Centair, 3 out coming into the fray. A length away in the green is Faith. They were followed by Suami, waiting for a run from Liana, Fast Love. In the home stretch now, the leader is Silence is Gold, but What Fun's quickly moved up to it. Faith out in the centre of the track, running home resolutely, and now she's hit the lead. On top of the rise at the 200, and Faith went to the front from What Fun. Samoa and Suami in the centre running on, but Beasley went for home, and little Faith shot away now, 2 lengths in front. Liana from the back running on well, but Faith's clear, and Faith wins from Liana. 3rd, I think, Suami, just in front of Samoa. Silence is Goal, What Fun, Fast Love, and Centair along last.
And then came Nevitt, Bold Impulse on the rail. 2 to Jean's Interest, 1 to Fuss on the inside of Simone. Iron Horse between that pair. And then Luther second coming, and Spying on the outside as last. Down the back to the 1250 metres mark, and here's Ronnie went up the joints, the Native Chief, and they led down the back straight together. 2 to Gypsy's Daughter on the outside of Flying Guy. A length and a half to Cronus, 5th on the outside of Bold Impulse, and they're going along at a good clip. 2 lengths away in the field of Nevitt, 1 to Jean's Interest, followed by Simone. Luther out a little bit deep. Iron Horses back 4th last. Spying 3rd last on the outside of Fuss, and second coming as last of all to the aerodrome side up the 800 metres mark, and G can get along a bit. This Kiwi, a Native Chief. They're all off the bit trying to get after him. He led by 2 to Here's Ronnie. A length away, Flying Guy, then Gypsy's Daughter. Cronus off the bit on the outside. A Bold Impulse given a cut with the cane. 2 lengths away in the field, Nevitt, followed by Jean's Interest, Simone and Luther. Then Iron Horse. Spying's a long way back, and then Fuss and second coming last of all. But's a Native Chief. Around the bend he comes. He's well clear at the 400's a Native Chief. 3 to Flying Guy, Here's Ronnie. Cronus on the outside. Then Bold Impulse, Nevitt, Jean's Interest next. Coming down to the 200's a Native Chief as well clear. Cronus is getting out after him, and Bold Impulse on the outside. It's a Native Chief the leader. Cronus, Bold Impulse and Jean's Interest trying hard. It's a Native Chief in front. Cronus has got him though. Cronus got to the lead from Sir Native Chief and Bold Impulse and Cronus. Cronus has won from a photo between Bold Impulse and Sir Native Chief. Then Jean's Interest, Nevitt, Spying, followed then by Fuss and Here's Ronnie. Flying Guy, Gypsy's Daughter, Iron Horse, Luther, Simone, and last home in the race was second coming.
Well, almost set now, putters. Hope you got on for race 5.
Dialoban out behind the line. Coming in there in Lob's Pound. They're nearly ready. Just the last couple to get set. Now Doomben comes up. The last one along will be Hunker Magic. $4 for Sir Boom, $7.60 Mighty Way, $8 Civil List, $7.10 Ushku, $8.70 Old Man. Main chances. They're set. And racing now. Lovely start too, and soon after the jump away, Rivermac finding the lead over Ushku, Keelan. Sir Boom was away well, heading forward, followed by Bronze Roulette, Anxiety Attack. Civil List in that bunch, and they're followed by Doomben, Tricove, Mighty Way wide, followed by Hunker Magic. Keelan seemed to lose ground, quickly dropped back past the middle of the field, followed by another Neptune behind them. Brilliant Poet, Old Man, Fasato and Inlob's Pound. It's Rivermac leading. Sir Boom came across to sit at his girth and travels well second. 2 lengths Civil List in third, followed by Anxiety Attack on the outside, and 1 Ushku, who's over on the rails, followed by Bronze Roulette, Mighty Way wide, and Tricove. 2 lengths Hunker Magic right off the track. Old Man inside him improving, followed by Doomben and another Neptune. A length and a half to Brilliant Poet, Keelan, Fasato and Inlob's Pound. At the 500, they're nearing the turn. Rivermac the leader. Ahead Sir Boom and Civil List is coming into it 3 wide, followed by Anxiety Attack. Ushku just behind them. Mighty Way running on wide out, followed by Old Man, Bronze Roulette and Tricove as they corner. And Rivermac against the rail, headed by Sir Boom. Civil List is there. Mighty Way is wider out. Ushku looks for a run down on the inside, and Old Man putting himself in the picture wide out. Civil List and Sir Boom near the 200 reach the lead together. Old Man is coming at them on the outside. It's Old Man and Sir Boom with Civil List between them. Old Man and Sir Boom. Old Man out wide. Sir Boom on the inside. They hit it, and Old Man, I think. Give it to Old Man out wide from Sir Boom with Civil List between them third. They're followed by Anxiety Attack, Bronze Roulette, Mighty Way, Hunker Magic behind them, and then Ushku, trailed in by Tricove, who was out wide, and then Doomben and Rivermac, who weakened. Brilliant Poet never came into it. Inlob's Pound towards the end, and Fasato next to last with a couple more. Another Neptune and Keelan along last. Stand by for numbers here. They're wide apart. Old Man out wide and Sir Boom over on the inside. And there'll be no doubt that Old Man has
Out
got
the filly Linga Longa Lucy, Troubadour, and now Storm Edition goes quickly to the lead. With them on the outside of Vilda, Trousers is pushing its way through the pack, and they were followed around them by Smites' Rivalry. A King go early. Trousers Rider had to grab hold and steady back off of some action up front, where Smites' Rivalry is forged to the lead, the grey filly, by a couple. Vilda restrained a second, 2.5 off third, then Storm Edition with Trousers the outside from Diatribe as they clear the 1,200 metre turn and head down the side. Linga Longa Lucy, after beginning best, is now centre field from Troubadour, and they were followed then by Humphrey Go-Kart, then second last Camway, and after a tardy start, Bulkhead at the tail of the field, I suppose 6 or 7 off the lead as they race down the side, going to the 850, and the leader Smites' Rivalry travels all right to this point, 1.5 lengths to another filly of Vilda, 2 lengths to Trousers third. Storm Edition is fourth, the inside from Diatribe looking to be going okay. In behind those Troubadour, ridden up then Linga Longa Lucy the inside and being ridden along. Over on the outside of those, making a bit of headway, Humphrey Go-Kart, Camway and 2 to Bulkhead. Around the home turn of Vilda gets within a half or so of the leader, the grey filly Smites' Rivalry. Linga Longa Lucy shot through on the inside and saved ground, wider out Trousers, then Diatribe, and in behind those then came Storm Edition, Smites' Rivalry the leader. Trousers comes after it with a Vilda. Linga Longa Lucy the inside, and then further out to Diatribe. As they race to the 200, Smites' Rivalry is the leader. Diatribe right down the outsides looking a danger. Trousers can't get to them. Smites' Rivalry in front though, and Smites' Rivalry, Camway late on the scene with Troubadour and Diatribe, but Smites' Rivalry takes the Group 3 sires. Second might be Diatribe. We've got Camway there in a photo with it, and out wide of Troubadour, Linga Longa Lucy inside of them. Vilda next in, then came Trousers, who knocked up today. They were followed further back by Storm Edition, well back in the field at that point then, as they eased down over the line. We had together Bulkhead and also Humphrey Go-Kart.
Starter is on his platform. Gates open. Palladium Star missed the kick by a clear length, and Fiordland near the inside. Arabian Joy first 2 to go. Supremus going up, and Tonka is charging up looking for the lead. Count Remy wide starting to travel forward, not too far away Palladium Star, but he's deep over the rising. Back on the inside, final forecast, 4th last, 2 lengths to Emery, then came Vitronite, and 3 lengths away He's a Dane. 1,300 metres to go, and Count Remy obliged to race deep and rushed up and hit the lead from Arabian Joy. Supremus third. Tonka is deep and he's travelling going forward on the outside. Fjordland on the outside or on the inside of Over the Rising. 2 lengths Palladium Star moving around final forecast. A touch worse than centre field on the fence. 2 lengths Vitronite, Emery and He's a Dane last of all with a good 10 lengths first to last, 1,000 out. Count Remy is now really flying along in the lead. Count Remy over a length on Tonka, and they've raced out 2.5 Arabian Joy, Supremus the outside. Fjordland 5th the fence, 6 off the lead. Being covered up by Over the Rising. Palladium Star. Final forecast the fence. Vitronite comes out 3 deep and starts to stride around that pair. 2 lengths to He's a Dane, and Emery still last of all. 700 metres out, and Count Remy going along at a solid clip. Led by a length on Tonka. 2 lengths away Supremus, Arabian Joy the fence. Over the Rising about to peel deep for Fjordland, nowhere to go. Palladium Star and Vitronite to the extreme outside. Final forecast track strongly behind those. Then came He's a Dane and Emery as they turn the bend. In the straight 400 out. Count Remy the front runner. On the outside Supremus coming with a run. Over the Rising with the red cap is running on well. Further back Arabian Joy for Fjordland the fence. And there's no final forecast at the moment. Supremus pounced on the lead at the 200 metres mark from Over the Rising. He's a Dane in the centre, starting to charge home with Vitronite on the outside. He's a Dane hit the lead now from Supremus. He's a Dane raced to the front from Supremus, and the He's a Dane's too good for Supremus and Vitronite. Then for Fjordland Over the Rising. They were followed by Palladium Star, Count Remy, Arabian Joy. Final forecast didn't come on. Well back was Emery, and Tonka was last home.
Solid Wood moved in on the outside, so they're all in and set to run. Gallady in the pink with green sleeves, drawn about gate 3. Off, he jumped away okay. Zahiro a little slow towards the inside. Gold Gun trying to muster pace. Drum and Chase with the blinkers is going through early, and it's Drum and Chase settling in front. Just behind it is Gold Gun on the rail, followed wider out Stately Bay and Solid Wood the deepest. Gallady is just behind them, followed by Batwing, Zahiro and Golden Finale, pretty tightly bunched down the side, and Drum and Chase the leader. Solid Wood wide out, goes up and heads it now. Gold Gun and Gallady just behind them on the inside. Stately Bay is wider. 2 lengths to Batwing, Golden Finale, Zahiro on the rail. Nearing the turn now, there's plenty of pressure. Solid Wood right off the track. Drum and Chase 3 wide. Gallady goes up inside them, and Gold Gun is on the rail. Nearly a line of 4 with Stately Bay easing out. Batwing a fair way from them, and Zahiro running up behind the leaders. Gallady has sprinted to the lead at the top of the straight. Gallady drew a length in front. Will he see it out? Here's Zahiro coming after him quickly, and Stately Bay on the outside. Zahiro has swept to the lead. Stately Bay's coming after him, followed by Gallady, but Zahiro's racing away, and Zahiro comes on to win it by about 2 or 3 lengths. Stately Bay second, Gallady third, with a gap to Solid Wood, Drum and Chase and Batwing together. Gold Gun over on the rails, and Golden Finale last in. Zahiro takes it out.
Racing now, it was a Patchy Ann start, one of the best away, never late, and away well too was French Clock at Any Rhythm the Grey. Also a point driving through, so is Loafer. Spectrum's close handy to those. El Morada pushes through from Strident. Lord William in a flurry getting back in the field. Also back there too Bonotto, and last of all Tambin Ladders. They sort themselves out. French Clock leads by 3/4. Any Rhythm on the inside. Loafer bowls up to be third and is under a double grip, followed by a point the outside. Spectrum's close handy. Strident next from Most Elegant, followed then by Montcalm Wharf, Lord William. In between horses El Morada and Bonotto, not getting a lot of room. Around them goes Never Late. Further back in a flurry, and Tambin Ladders the whipper in. Around the home turn, 4:30 to go in the Goodwood handicap, and the leader is Any Rhythm by about a half to on the outside French Clock, and they're 3 in front of Loafer. Further back a point, followed back behind them by Spectrum. Down the outside Most Elegant, but it's now French Clock coming after Any Rhythm, and Loafer joins in. Spectrum switches to their inside. A pointer's down the outside. It's Any Rhythm, and on the outside here's Loafer joining in with French Clock. Any Rhythm just in front. Loafer and French Clock and Spectrum. Oh, Any Rhythm or French Clock, I don't know. It's very tight. They're a fair way up from the rail. Spectrum's next to them, and the widest of the quartet is Loafer. I think he's missed out. Close up behind them, a point followed then by Most Elegant in a flurry, El Morada and Strident. Bonotto never got warm. Further back Lord William, Montcalm Wolf. Further back then to Tambin Lad together with Never Late. Gripping finish. A gripping...
Bit of movement towards the centre and out wide. The gates clang back and Lucy's Way took a backward step at the start. Blazing Flight won the kick. Multimedia, Fear Nor and Grey and Gold on the fence bounced quickly. South Bend 5th. Lahar 6th. The Grey the outside from Emerald Cut. They were followed on the rail, then starting to push through by Obsess. Kinzafra going up on the outside. A length away is Astro Boy Nassie Rich. 2 lengths to Future King Lucy's Way, and at the tail of the field is Top Shot. It's Blazing Flight in charge, 900 metres to go, leading by a length on Fear Nor. A length away is Grey and Gold on the inside of Multimedia. South Bend's going up, he's wanting to pull in the centre. 2 lengths to Emerald Cut, Obsessed on the fence. 2 lengths to Kinzafra around the Grey, which is Lahar. 2 lengths to Nassie Rich. Astro Boy, Lucy's Way, Future King and Top Shot last of all. Blazing Flight, wheeling and dealing in the lead. Coming to the bend, 600 metres out. He got away from Fear Nor, Multimedia, and Grey and Gold now travels up the fence. The leader's back. He's about to come away from the rail, Moses. Obsessed follows him through with South Bend. Fear Nor was checked. There is Kinzafra with the pink cap, eases out. They were followed by Lahar and Nassie Rich over Astro Boy and Top Shot. In the straight, Blazing Flight on top of the hill, the front runner. Led by 2 lengths on Grey and Gold. South Bend. Kinzafra now starting to arch the neck and give chase. Obsessed getting up on the inside, and Lahar out in the centre of the track is roaring home. Lahar's after Kinzafra, South Bend and Blazing Flight. Lahar grabbed the front. Lahar shot away from Kinzafra. Great win. Lahar wins just on a length to Kinzafra and Blazing Flight. South Bend 4th. Lucy's Way late with Top Shot. Then Grey and Gold, Obsessed, Nassie Rich. They were followed by Astro Boy, Future King, Multimedia, Emerald Cut, and a long last Fear Nor, who was checked on the bend. Hasn't she developed into a real...
And they're set to go in the 10,000. Stand by for a start. Suitcase is ready, so is Helm. The lights go on. They steady down. Ready. Off in the 10,000, Chief De Beers from near the outside, one of the first to go. Ab Initio and Adam began quickly, so did Wind City, Paris Dream and Laurie's Lottery not far away, either as Helm. Pimpala Prince just off the speed, staging midfield on the inside of Rose of War with Camino Rose. Drifting back, Suitcase, Pleasure Giver, Blazing Steel, Corporate James, and last of all, Bonanova. At the 900 and Ab Initio went to the lead. Adam in second spot, Laurie's Lottery is third on the inside of Wind City. Hellman Racing fifth on the outside of Paris Dream, and Chief De Beers is midfield on the outside of Staging. A half a length to Rose of War, Pimpala Prince travelling deep. Further back, Suitcase on the inside from Camino Rose, Corporate James, Pleasure Giver, Blazing Steel, and last Bonanova. At the 600 metres mark, and Ab Initio the leader. A half to Adams, Laurie's Lottery racing third, Wind City fourth, Paris Dreamers fifth on the inside. Then came Helm. Chief De Beers coming to the outside. Staging's on the fence from Rose of War and Camino Rose in the straight. Ab Initio joined by Adam, followed by Laurie's Lottery. Wind City on the outside. Here comes Chief De Beers with a big run. Paris Dreamers going with him. Staging's getting into the clear. Adam the leader. Laurie's Lottery trying hard to get to Adam and Chief De Beers. Adam on the inside of Laurie's Lottery. Laurie's Lottery's going the better. Laurie's Lottery's got his nose in front. Laurie's Lottery a nose in the 10,000 to Adam. And third, flashing home, Corporate James. Then Staging, followed by Chief De Beers, Camino Rose, Rose of War, Bonanova. And then Paris Dream, Pleasure Giver, followed by Ab Initio, Suitcase, Wind City, Blazing Steel. And last time in the race, Pimpala Prince. Number 10 is the winner, Laurie's Lottery, ridden.
Rode yesterday, Ack was off in the Tamworth Cup without success. In fact, a dead heated for third there. And getting home today in the big one, the 10,000. Set now, Caulfield, race 7.
All clears through. Light flashing. Racing now. Tenacity a little slow to move out of the stalls. Yellow Star and Miss Ella began fast near the outside. Fire Lake is showing pace in company with Tamag, who hustles through early. And it's now Tamar going up to join Miss Ella, who's on her outside. Just behind them, Blazicano and Fire Lake with the red blinkers fourth, the outside from Blue Tetra. Yellow Star about sixth on the outside of Centennial, and then Hit and Run, followed by Peg's Own, Nakuma, Desert Mistral, and Tenacity is last of all as they went past the 600. Miss Ella shading the rails horse Tamag, leads her about ahead. Fire Lake a length away third on the outside. Blue Tetra around her, followed by Blazicano, and then Centennial the rail. Nakuma coming wide wide, followed by Yellow Star, and then Peg Zone and Tenacity, one of the last cornering, where it's hit and run, and Miss Ella on the outside in front. Fire Lakes looks to be struggling. Down the outside comes Nakuma from Blue Tetra. Tamarg against the rail near the 200, kicked out by 2. Here's Nakuma coming home, followed by now Marine's Grove is coming home. Desert Mistral on the outside. It's Tamarg, Nakuma, Tamarg and Nakuma. Nakuma the outside, win home the better, and I give it to Nakuma from Tamarg, and Desert Mistral running third ahead of Tenacity, who's come from last to get fourth. Just behind those, the weakening Miss Ella, followed by Hit and Run, Blazer Kano, Yellow Star. Then came Centennia, followed further back by Fire Lake, which weakened. Back there in company with Peg Zone, and last to finish Blue Tetra.
Yes, Nakuma.
The Slip and Nail 'em, they stand well. Makata's ready. Fireball joins them. Baroque Red has been in for a while, so is Taylor's Bridge. And Miss Conviction. Princess LaRue set. Checkpoint Charlie looks to be the last. They've just about got them to order. Set to go now. The big one on Monday, the Adelaide Cup. They're set, they're racing. Checkpoint Charlie missed at a length. Nailem was one of the best out with Princess LaRue, and Miss Conviction more forward today, drives through along the inside, and Fireball goes between the ruck to take up the lead with Nailem. Miss Conviction will settle nicely in the box seat, third on the rail. Next to it was Princess LaRue. Slide of Slipper taking hold, as is Princess LaRue's rider, and the brakes have gone on now. Makata pulls its way up to be third, normally gets back in its races. Taylor's Bridge, no speed on at the 1200 metre turn onto the side. Further back, Blood Brother with Balmahar ambling along on the outside. Looks to be travelling all right, but 5 or 6 off the lead. Baroque Red and Checkpoint Charlie, one of the roughies, is last of all. As they move down the side at the 1000 metre mark, and Marcada on top. Let a length and a half to Nailem. Fireball, Miss Conviction's well under hold at the moment. On the outside, Slide of Slipper. 3 lengths further back, Princess LaRue leads the second division. Balmahar within sight of her. Further back, Taylor's Bridge from Blood Brother. 2 lengths away behind those came Baroque Red and a neck the outside, the roughie Checkpoint Charlie. Around the side to the home turn, they raced down to the 600, and Nalem's moved up with Makata. They've clapped on the hammers now by 2 lengths. Then in third placing, Fireball. Miss Conviction back behind them. Slide of Slipper around them. Further back then came Princess LaRue, and they were followed by Balmahar getting a go on from Taylor's Bridge. Baroque Red into the straight now, and Slide of Slipper and Fireball come after Makata and Nailem. Miss Conviction's right there behind them. She's not far away today, running on. It's Nailem, Fireball, Miss Conviction getting a run with Slide of Slipper the outside. Fireball the leader, Miss Conviction's coming after her. Fireball's getting tired. Miss Conviction's doing the chasing, but it's Fireball. Fireball wins at a length and 3/4 to Miss Conviction, Slide of Slipper. Then Nailem from Balmahar. Further back then Makata, Princess LaRue. They were followed further back then on the inside by Baroque Red. Over on the outside of those then Blood Brother, followed further back by Taylor's Bridge, and Checkpoint Charlie was last. Stand by for judges' numbers. Judges' numbers on the Padalunga.
They're ready to jump. The gates open. On Traverse, Scintillation, Valley Warrior and Miss Kent out wide. Jump quickly. Scintillation keen to lead, moving up quickly on the inside. Iger Win, Valley Warrior third, Miss Kent fourth, Crestfallen the inside fifth from Pitch Black. They were followed by King Lotto. All Discipline was badly checked there. Shining Buccaneer fourth last from Barnacle's Discipline. Entreveux taken back by Robinson to the tail of the field. 700 metres or 800 metres to go. Valley Warrior, the front runner, goes to the lead now from Scintillation. Iger Win third. Crestfallen the box seat from Miss Kent. Pitch Black, King Lotto, Shining Buccaneer. 2 lengths away to the stablemates Barnacles. Then Discipline the inside of it pushing out. And 2 lengths to Entreveux, patiently ridden last of all as they round the turn. Valley Warrior the leader from Scintillation. Miss Kent, Crestfallen the inside from Iger Win. Pitch Black the widest runner from Barnacles. Then King Lotto going back to the inside seeking a run. And Discipline starting to run home strongly in the centre. On top of the rise, Miss Kent out wide, moved up to Scintillation. Crestfallen the inside. Valley Warrior still there. Valley Warrior, Miss Kent and Crestfallen. Crestfallen the inside. Miss Kent the outside, and Barnacles starting to roar down the centre with Entreveux. Miss Kent in front of Barnacles. Barnacles coming at Miss Kent. Barnacles lunging. Miss Kent hangs on more tight. Nothing in it, Miss Kent, Barnacles, Miss Kent from Entreveux. Crestfallen was next, then Discipline, Pitch Black, Valley Warrior. King Lotto was next from Scintillation, Iger Win, and Shining Buccaneer along last. Not real sure. I was nearly tempted to go the inside, but the outside has put a lunge in right on the...
Complete it now, 1,000 metres for the last on the program. Pickup line in the pink colours with pink blinkers. Gattaca drawn next to it. Oh, pickup line took a little dive there, settled now. Off they go. Jumped okay, pickup line. Gattaca eased back early. Gold Valley away quickly. Wasabi jumped fast near the outside as they settle down, and then Huntingfield out wide after going 200 metres, and the Mambo Prince has burst to the lead on the outside of Gold Valley, and pickup line holds the rail a neck away. One Wasabi out wide around Tywin, and Gattaca over on the inside, and then Dwoucher nearer the rails. 2 lengths to Peg Quaz, being followed by Eliocha Star, Mr. Bow, who settles well back in the field, and Huntingfield is last of all. Gold Valley ahead on pickup line before the turn. The Mambo Prince is third from Tywin. Dwoucher stays close to the inside, and Gattaca is on its outside as they corner. Pickup line first into the straight. Dwoucher on the inside of it from Gold Valley out wider with Tywin, and then Gattaca, who's under pressure. Pickup line at the 200. Dwoucher on the inside going with it. Tywin rolling about a bit, and then Gattaca. It's pickup line drawing a neck. Now a half, now a length in front. Pickup line from Dwoucher and Tywin, and pickup line's going to be too good. Pickup line wins it just on a length. Photo for the minors between Tywin and Mr. Bow, who came home solidly, and then Dwoucher behind them. Gattaca, followed by Wasabi, Huntingfield, and then
Club Trophy, and a little slow to begin as it turned out was Gold Karam, and as they start to sort Beyond Fear it is, and as they sort themselves out, Cubicle has begun very quickly from Hasty Jest and Jetté. Over in the centre, moving up between horses, Do It Right. General Kaz is wide, pushing through the inside. Henry Sees Gold. Gold Karam further back with Beyond Fear, and Pragong is last of all. They've gone very keenly. They work towards the 650. Cubicle led clearly a length and a half. Hasty Jest. Over on the inside, Henry Sees Gold. General Kaz is wide. Jetté the setter. The others will need to get a go on. Further back, Do It Right. Beyond Fear taking a shortcut. Gold Karam is wide, and then Pragong. But it's all Cubicle inside the 400. Kicked away by 3 or 4. Hasty Jest is beaten. Going to second, Henry Sees Gold. Gold Karam trying to shoulder out now. And then Beyond Fear the inside. But the bird is starting to weaken. It's Cubicle stopping. Henry Sees Gold has raced up. Gold Karam down the outside. Here's Pragong joining in. Pragong hit the front at the right time today, and Pragong got the money running away. That'd be one of his biggest winning margins for a long time. Second,
it fought back at the 200. It got a length and a half in front. It got away from Karen's Way. Max Evans running on with Paris.